Now this last one I'm going to show you today is going to be another knee bar, and I can see why this one is a lower percentage than the knee bar that I just showed you. The reason is that we don't have that knee up block, so we're actually going to finish this more like a regular arm bar, and we're going to try to keep our knees pinched together to get that to happen. So I got to this knee ride position, right? However I got to it, and then I'm going to take my leg and I'm going to punch it underneath their butt. So what I'm going to do is step over and punch, right? And so do this slowly at first, right? But really kind of focus on getting that leg under. If you're planting your leg out here, like you're unstable here, I've got a dead angle on this side, is what I'm feeling mostly at the moment. And so he's got a path to my back, right? So it's really important that when I do this, I'm tucking underneath here. Now, this the bottom side arm is going to scoop up the leg and start to pull it back, but I'm probably only going to get probably to the knee here, right? So I'm just kind of starting at the hamstring, and I'm going to take this top knee and I'm going to punch it through, right? So it's sitting over the top of that leg. So once I have that, I'm going to fall down onto my side, pinch my knees together. Now I'm going to take this arm that was under the hamstring, I'm going to grab my own bicep, I'm going to go to the ankle here, right? And because I'm at the end of the lever here, I've got more leverage to start to pull up here. If you're trying to pull up from close to the knee, I'm not going to be able to pull that up, right? And if you have trouble with this, right, go 2-on-1, right? So I've got this grip here. I can totally slide down, right, and use both arms to get here, and then let it slip to my bicep. Once you got it straight, he doesn't have the leverage to kind of bring it down. Now from here, same deal. I'm looking down at the mat. I'm trying to punch my shoulder behind, and I'm looking down at the mat and extending that way, right? So I'm here, right? My head is inside the box, posture, just like I'm switching sides. So my head stays inside the box the whole time. I may not have done that earlier because I'm focusing on too many things. I'm going to unhook, drop, right? And I'll punch this leg through, and then I'm going to grab my bicep and grab his ankle, or his heel rather, the ball of his heel. And then I'm going to start to bring up, pinch, look down, and there, right? So technically speaking, the reason why this one is potentially not as good is that he has more of an ability right now to start to turn in and start to back his knee past my hips here, right? So if he can, he's now here, right? And this is the leg that I'm attacking. He could cover, right? That will definitely stop this attack. But if he's here, he's got this. He could start to push off and get his knee past your hips, right? And once he has his knee behind your butt, there's no attack there anymore. So, and there's probably other things that I just don't know about or I don't think about, but generally speaking, that's kind of the danger with that one, is it's just a little bit easier to escape rather than the other one. So, and apparently this one's a lot more common, so people see it coming a little bit more, or they are like, oh shit, or people have developed defenses for it more. Generally for our purposes, as people in the meat fighters gay wrestling community, most people are not going to be at a level where they're going to even know what the hell's going on. So go ahead and practice it, go ahead and use it. I personally didn't know it until I was taught it earlier this week either. So it is what it is, and go ahead and play around with it a little bit more. Because I think it is a good attack. Just make sure when you're doing it with a real person, for one, you don't crush their balls, unless they want that. And for two, that you're going really, really slow and controlled with all three of these leg attacks, right? Both knee bars and the breaking sticks. Because again, you can absolutely do some real damage to a person and really fuck up the way that they walk. So, partners that don't get injured come back and they will play with you more. So don't injure your partners. That's the long story short on that. So I hope this has been helpful, guys. I'm sorry that I was gone for almost a month there. Again, our roommate moved out and the internet was in his name, and it took like 3.5 weeks for them to hook us back up. So I'm sorry that I've been missing. I know that there are things that with the circuit training, the conditioning class, that I need to get caught up on as well because of that. So I'm back, you guys. I'm going to try to be as present as possible. I'm going to try to give you as much good stuff as possible. So stick around, okay? I'm glad to be here, and I'm really happy to be able to demonstrate. I wanted to have Jet here to go through some stuff, but he's got a big project that he needs to do. So, and now he's at work. So we will. I will try to get more human demonstrations going, because I know that it makes things clearer for people as far as what's going on with stuff. But again, if I do that, I'm not encouraging you guys to start wrestling. And I'm about to do a video on that exact topic, so stick around.